like, you know when October 7th happened, and like all the crazy why am I the Hamas like stormed Israel and like
I do remember that event.
So that just spiked a lot of like controversy. So they had like a lot of like people standing outside. Yeah, they had a lot of people like standing outside the gated community, like protecting it just because of that. Like things got heightened so quickly. It's super interesting. Like I don't know. I wonder, like it all has to do with polarity, right? Like it's all about us being divided. I feel like our government sees that when we aren't together and we aren't like working more like unified, then we aren't as powerful. And I think they definitely can they can use that to their advantage very well.
You listen to like a lot of political stuff or no?
I wouldn't say
I find myself watching like a lot of Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, no, honestly, growing up too, especially especially the generation we're growing up in, I feel like you have to be like literate with politics. Like,
you do think it's important?
No, I definitely think it's important. Like, if you can't go into a room and listen to people talking about the politics that are living in it's your generation. Like, this is the life you're living. Like, I don't want to be like clueless walking around. Like, I want to know and be knowledgeable about things.
I mean, do you think a big problem is just people not being open to like different ideas?
Yeah, people are very complacent these days, and I think it's because they're just comfortable with where they're at, and like I think like there's definitely a lot of impeding factors on why that could be. But yeah, no, I find that people are just like, okay, like I got to here and I did this and I did that, so like it's okay. I don't need to, like, that's too much. It's like doing the most. Well, like sometimes you got to like do more and read more and learn more. It's not about just like doing the bare minimum. Like, you got to exceed your own expectations.
Did you listen to my podcast with Dylan?
No, but I saw it. Was it at the controversial?
Yeah,
the TS. Yeah, that. No, dude. Honestly, like, but like, yeah. Even though I'm a mixed young male and like my demographic may not line up with like certain people's political views, and my political views are definitely not aligned with. But like, I still think it is so like important that people express the way they feel and what they think, because then what is this country? You know, like it's like that is our given right to be able to express freely what we believe in and what we think is right and just, and you are able to hold like these chapters and hold these groups and have these meetings. So I don't know, I think yeah, it's controversial, but I think it's definitely a conversation that should have been held. Like, why not? Like, I think for a left, like someone who is more leaning towards the left, or who even knows, I can't even say how I like where I stand, because I'm so like,
it's hard to pick a side these days.
Exactly.
Everything you see is always very right or very left.
Exactly. It's super polarized.
Yeah.
Very polarized.
I asked him about the Kirkifications and stuff.
Oh my. Okay. That dude. When me and my roommate Matt first saw, like, because we got like my boy Truth, his friend was at he saw it happen. Event. So we heard about it like horrible. That, and we all were sitting there like, oh my god, like that is terrible.
Yeah.
No, like that is just like, no matter how you look at things, death is never justification for anything. Even if the government is deciding it, I still feel like when does acting like God come into play? When does that God complex come into play? You know, like, I don't know even if any human has the right to say who gets to die and who doesn't, but because like you see all the George Floyd memes and all the shit that happened with that.
Yeah.
It was taken out of proportion so quickly, and everybody was doing it. It just felt so weird seeing it. And then I'm seeing like kids I know like kirkifying each other and stuff. And I'm just like, geez, bro, like this is like a human being. Regardless of what he said and what he did, at the end of the day, he is still a human being. He is a very smart, intelligent man. That guy, a lot of people have very strong feelings about that guy. But for somebody like me, I mean, like,
I was gonna say, how did you feel about it, like, prior?
I mean, like, how do I feel about him prior?
Yeah.
I thought he was really pushing like the boundaries and the limits with what he was doing, which is good. It's again like polarity, where like there's somebody who's like Martin Luther King who does it to an extreme, and there's somebody who's like Charlie Kirk who does it to an extreme, and it's like, it's what you're pushing and what you believe in, and I think that is a given right that every citizen has.
Talk to me about you're a rapper, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I started making like my music journey, my musical career. I started making music when I was little, not like making or composing, but like I started playing guitar, piano, did trumpet,
That's
recorder, all of that. I never really stuck with any of them. I stuck with guitar for the longest, and I still strum. I still play guitar here and there, and like relearn chords and play chords back and forth, like chord progressions. But like singing and chorus and just like lyricism and like writing lyrics, that's like what I always truly like had and like fell in love with. I was like weirdly a theater kid when I was in middle school. Like I played every sport in the book.
It's cool, bro.
I played every sport in the book, but my big sister, I remember like she did this after school program, and it was musical theater, and like I was like, wow, like now like she's in plays and shit in front of the whole entire school. Like I want to do that too, and like it requires singing, it requires remembering lines and like acting, and you're like a little kid, and it really like you're embracing it, like you're really doing all of it. So like that's where like the passion started. And then I want to say in like 8th grade, I got really close with my friend Pascal, and we all started skateboarding together, and then COVID, that's when we like really tapped in and started like hanging out like all the time and like really got close. And then like one day we ended up at his house, and he uses a DAW, which is like a audio like and like it's a digital audio creating, like you can just like record yourself.
Yeah, I get that.
And he uses FL. It's like the most common one. I feel like BandLabs is also very common because you can use it on your phone.
I've heard of BandLabs.
Yeah, BandLabs is super common.
Yeah.
But it I don't know what it was. We all were in his house, and he had this setup, and he had the closet setup, and he was like, let's just like all record a beat. And we all hopped on a song together, and like, so I'm Tommy May. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm about to be 20 years old. I'm a sophomore at St. John's University. I didn't even introduce myself.
Yeah. And I forgot to ask you.
No worries. I'm just like, we've been locked in.
Yeah.
So we have a teen center that's accessible to like any student who goes to the high school, and it's like a 5-minute walk from the high school. And so after school, he would just like, he was doing like a kind of like an internship thing there, and I would just like hang out there, do my homework, and like record all day with him, and he'd be making beats or like recording. We would just like go there. There's like a basketball gym, you can go hoop it, then you can like go up to the studio, and then he would just be learning things, and I'd be like kind of like apprentice type like learning. Like I definitely, for music and recording, I definitely see him as like a mentor. Like he really taught me so much.
That's
and
great.
He got me out of my comfort zone. And so like fast forward, I was like honestly just like dicking around. Like I wasn't doing what I should be doing, and I was like calling myself like this rapper who makes music, but like I couldn't even like sit there and like record a song myself. And like, yeah, I could record on BandLabs, but it sounds dog shit. Like it doesn't, like it's not good. And I'm kind of just like I'm in this like predicament of like, well, when I'm making music with my friend and he's helping me, it sounds good, but like without him, what am I? And like, you should be able to do anything anybody else does. You're a human being who is very capable and you have the capacity to do as much as you desire in this life. So it took a little bit. It took a lot of pushing, and finally I was kind of realizing, and I had this realization like the beginning of the semester last year, because I was a freshman, and now I'm really like not about to be with like the kids I make music anymore. I'm gonna be by myself in a new school. Like I knew of some kids that were coming to this school, and I knew a couple of kids who already went here that were from my area.
Yep.
But I was like, whole new world, somewhere I'm not familiar with, and like my passion I can't pursue. I knew when I came here, I'm a hockey player.
Yeah.
And like I love hockey. That's the sport.
Awesome.
It's like my favorite sport. And I knew there was like clubs here, and I read about it, but I knew there was like no team. So I was like, I think hockey is gonna be like, that's like putting that away. It's packing up in the closet. But
too bad.
Yeah, I know. I'm still playing when I can. Hop on the ice when I can. But My music, that's like something I can do wherever, and like I can do that myself. I don't need ice, I don't need anything. It's just like I can make up any excuse in the world, and that's what I was doing. And then finally, like, it took hard times and adversity for me to really like realize like everything you want is literally in the palm of your hand, and it's for you to go get, because no one's gonna hand it to you.
Yeah.
So once I realized that, I was like, wow, like now it becomes even more different, because now I'm like the fate of my future is in my hands. So if I'm saying I'm a rapper, I really have to like do this stuff too. I can't just say that and then like not put action behind it, because then people are gonna be like, well, don't you make music? Well, yeah, now I'm really making music. So before it was like, yeah, I was good at like hopping on a song, or I was good at this one specific thing, and now it's like, dude, if I'm bored, I just go hop on my computer and like crack out FL and like put a preset on, or like load everything up. And to this day, like I'm not still like a very rudimentary process. Like there's people who have like years and years and years of experience with certain DAW, but it's like it's really fun because it's like a stage front, like a stage presence. Like that's just like another aspect of my life. Like, yeah, that's Tommy May, but like I'm Tommy May. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not like, yeah, that's the like that's how you perceive me, is like, yeah, I'm a rapper, but there's also a lot more behind that, behind the person. I love like making music. I will make music regardless if there was a title. I would make music regardless if I knew I was gonna make money from it or not. Like I am going to make money from music one day, but I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for it because I like to express myself in that way, and I find it very easy to tell my stories or to explain like what life is like, or just to like also connect with people on like a real like personal level. Like I've always been like a yapper. Like I be talking so much, bro. Like, oh my god, I love to talk, and it's like being able to like tell a story through something is like really cool. And I think that's what I really like. That's the relationship I developed with it. Like I'm able to like convey like a message. It's almost like a hidden language that you like make up for yourself, and then people like catch on. And once they catch on, it's like the ball's rolling down the hill almost. And making music is just like, now it's like almost like second nature. Like it's like it's like going outside for a walk, or like listening, or like even listening to music. Like that's I see like an equal form.
So how often do you make something?
That's where it's so. I was just talking about this last night with my friend Sosa Heavenly, who also makes music. He's been grinding lately, and I've been on like a standstill, like on a hold, where like the first semester here, I was dropping in September, I dropped one song a week. Yeah. And then in October, I was doing, I think I was still doing one song a week. And then November, I kicked it up to 2 songs a week. Wow. And I was dropping all of these songs.
That's a lot of songs.
Yeah. And there was a bunch of throwaways I recorded too, and stuff that like never made the cut or like whatever. But it's all about like momentum. And I had momentum, so I just kept going. And then I like told myself I was gonna take a break. Yeah. And then I just dropped the track like 2-3 days ago. So like the momentum picked back up a little bit. My setup has changed. A lot of stuff has changed. So it's like right now, like I don't know. Like I make music when I feel like making music.
Does it cost you anything to make the song, or?
Well, if I want to post on Apple Music, which I already do pay for, and I can post on Apple Music, It does cost money, and then like I pay like for my licensings for auto-tune, like, which you can pirate for free. Yeah. But I just like everything running smoothly and easy, and like I don't know, I like doing things the holistic way.
Makes sense.
So like I got the licensing, and it costs money every month. I got SoundCloud Artist Pro, so you can like pin your things to Spotlight, and you can get your things, you can send it to SoundCloud, and it can like be listened to and like put on certain playlists. So like, yeah, I definitely put money into this because it's investing in myself. Yeah. And I think the ROI is even greater. Like I'm definitely like, you got to see that thing. That's the thing too, is like life is not a game, but it is a game. you kind of got to see through it and know that like certain things you do, you can definitely manipulate in your favor. But if you manipulate in the wrong way, it can also definitely go wrong for you too. So like I'm just figuring out how this works in life and how like music works and like how I can like make it work for me.
Well, that's pretty deep, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I think any sort of putting yourself out there is always like,
For
risky
sure.
for people.
Yeah.
Even with stuff like this.
Yeah, no. Oh my god. I think like going on display full-fledged and just like not even scripted and just like going out and talking. It's just like, dude, like when I first like I went to bed being like, okay, like what am I gonna say? Like I gotta anticipate this. Like what am I gonna like? I don't know. But when you're like sitting here and like the setup is nice.
I mean, you just gotta kind of forget that it's there. Even like,
exactly.
I don't know. It's like it's a different. I feel like you can reach flow state in different ways. So,
dude. Good thing you touched on that, because flow state, oh my god, that is so important in like the music making and any like art, any like creative or any like work sense. Like that flow is when you're like executing. It's when you are in the most like prime of yourself. Like you are doing things without questioning it. So like one thing I like to do is just like relate like almost like anecdotes. Like I like relating things to each other. So I take a lot of things I learned from sports and apply it to life.
yeah.
And one thing my hockey coach always reiterated was when you're out on the ice, you don't think, you just do. And I like that's the flow state.
You can relate that to anything.
Exactly. Because when you do something over and over enough and practice it so many times, it gets to a point where it literally becomes second nature. Like you don't even think about doing it; you're just doing it. I think before, and I still am. I'm like such an overthinker, and I think about everything so much.
Yeah.
And one thing that my friends have always tried to get me to do is like, don't think about it, just like go and do it. Like if you talk about it too much, that's when it like consumes you.
Yeah.
And like I hate like I can like wake up and like think about like every reason why like like it's like cold, I don't want to get up because I have class and I have this and I have that, or I can just wake up and not put emotion behind it, and then the cortisol levels instantly just like you know what I'm saying, bro? Like
No,
I don't know, like, and I definitely apply that with music too, and I think it's been harder because I don't know, it's something you definitely have to go out of your way and learn.
Yeah.
And unless you want to pay for a teacher, you want to like I'm not sure, but I don't know if St. John's offers any I think they definitely do.
They have studios.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if that. I'm sure there's somebody like operating sound and all that sort of stuff. But I was gonna ask you, sort of take me through the very first time you recorded a song. How did that feel?
Oh my god,
were you nervous and stuff?
The first time, like, oh my god, dude. So I'd be thinking about like, the first time I recorded a song, I was probably like shaking. And I also don't like you think it's so easy at first, and when you put those headphones on, you don't know what's going to go wrong. You don't know if there's going to be a delay when you get feedback. It could sound like there's another person behind you. So you have to like work with it at first. And then when you finally get it working, you're like, wait, now I have to get into flow, and I have to make sure like I'm flowing on the beat because I don't want it to sound bad. And then at some point you definitely like I remember sitting, I don't know if I was in a studio or I was just like the first time I definitely recorded, I was at Pascal's, which is gonna be a name you hear so much because he got me to like start recording music. He didn't like get me to start playing the guitar, but he got me to like where I am now as an artist. It's kind of off topic. My boy
I can
Isaac
cut this out if
just
you want.
got. I mean, no,
probably
'cause I
will.
love this kid. He's like my brother. He just got a crazy internship at like the State Street building in Boston.
Yes.
He just got an internship there as a sophomore, and apparently I got some inside information from my boy because his dad works there. They don't hire sophomore interns. They only do junior and senior, like upper class interns. So I wonder what, dude, like if you have connections and you have ties, like networking is so important. Even with music, I don't know how much we got, but
we still got all the audio.
Dude, I know. Oh, okay, yeah, word, perfect. I know so many people that like make music. Okay, let's just throw out as an example. Me and my boy Cam. he lives in De Silva Hall.
Right.
And he's just somebody who's like super tapped into the music scene. One of his friends makes music with, I don't know if you know the name Osama Sun.
I do.
He's like a pretty popular person now. Like not mainstream, maybe like a
my brother is big into that guy.
Yeah. So they were making music together when they were like back in the day when he was 13. And apparently this kid's like only 17, 18. I went into the shower. This was for like Fashion Week first semester. I went into the shower on the speaker, like bumping music, and I like hit shuffle, and one of the songs is this kid's song with him, and I had like no clue. And like I walk out the shower, and he was like, "Bro, did you know you were like playing my song just now?" And I was like, "Oh my god, like what the fuck?" Like, it's such a small world.
Yeah.
And that's how like the music scene is. Like everyone is like interconnected in a way because we all listen to similar artists, or like you listen to like so many artists that like you just know of that person. Like I have almost 12, dude. I have 11,000 like tracks on SoundCloud, on just SoundCloud. Yeah. I listen to like a lot of different types of music. Oh my god, like this is actually such a good story for like to show you how connected people are and how tapped in they are. Me and Cam met Nate at this show when it was Peasy, Teasus, Dior vs. You. It's a bunch of like smaller names at underground right now. They're like rising slowly. And we're in line, and this kid from Connecticut, who I think was literally high off Percocet, was like dead ass like going back and forth in line, like just asking for everybody's Instagram. And I was like, wait, this motherfucker dedicated. Like I should be doing this right now too. Yeah. And he gets to us. And we like tap in, and I like see who he knows. Dude, he like follows all my like a bunch of people I know who make music back home in Boston that like really tapped into the Boston scene. And like after I followed this kid and after the show, I'm like going through Instagram like looking, and I'm like, wait, this kid knows like so many people that I like know.
That's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, and it's like I was standing in line in Brooklyn waiting to get into it was like an after party show because all these people were at the Cardi show in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center night before. Where I'm at in music, I've made a lot of my own personal connections. But I have connects because of my friend Pascal, and he
put you on.
Yeah, like we always be talking about how tapped in either one of us is, but like he himself, like the amount of people he has met solely just from like he's really good at meeting people online and like he met like a bunch of kids off Discord, which is like one of my good friends now, Easy, which is like his best friend. He our friend Jude, who I met through my friend Shane, who was like no music, like doesn't make music at all, like he's just like he's like one of my boys. We all went to we went to Ken Carson at Big Night Live, which is like next to TD Garden. And 4 years later, this kid that we went, like I didn't even like pay like much mind to him before. Like he was a really funny kid. We were cool with him before the show, and then post show we like hung out, and then like I hung out with him like a couple times after that, like one time after that with Pascal, and him and Pascal were like really close because like Pascal's a producer and he's a producer. And then like fast forward, like this kid's on stage at the Barclays Center like with Cardi and like with all these people, and that like goes to show like that's like the whole entire thing throughout this is that like you just do it to do it regardless of the reward or what you might get out of it.
Yeah,
because then if you when you expect something, that's when your dreams get crushed. But what I will say from personal experience is that when you expect greatness, it is easier for greatness to come to. If you expect something bad to happen, you're going to speak that into existence.
Yeah.
If you expect nothing, then nothing might happen. But like if you think something great is going to happen in your life and you're living your life around that, then you are like metaphysically going to like manifest that. Like that will come into fruition. I think that's like really cool how like you can like quantum transform yourself, and like like that is like, so I know that's like
that's a great theology. I like
dude,
that.
Like dude, quantum transformation is like such like I almost got funneled by this guy named Simon Butula, like absolute like 8-figure kid and lives in Miami. He went to UMaine Orono, played hockey for them, like really smart guy. But
wow.
I almost paid like 2 bands for a course instead of investing it in myself. And I'm like, I knew I was smarter than that. I knew it was still like a really high form of like investing in yourself. It's just like at the time that I'm at, I should be like worrying about making connections and putting whatever money I have into myself.
Right.
But one thing he was super big on was like quantum transformation, like going through all these things and having really good discipline, and how like you could have like all the water filled in this one cup, but you have like nothing in this cup when you need all of them to be equally filled. So I think like I apply all of this with music. I can't just like see it in like a way where like, oh yeah, I hop on the mic and just record and like it's fire, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, bro. Like, nah, bro. Like, if you want to do that, then like you're not living it out fully. Like, I don't know. I think about how like I'm shaping my life around my passion and my goals. So if I like I don't know, like I might wake up being like, oh wait, this is like a nice music video idea, or like I have this idea with that, or I have this idea with that, or like if I'm just like doing something random, like I have constantly have like perpetual thoughts just like generating in the back of my mind, like thinking about like, oh like don't get comfortable now, like you still have like a lot of stuff to do, and like you still have a lot of stuff to see. So yeah, like music, it's like a cool journey because it's like really about like finding out who you are. And before, like, dude, I was like such a wannabe. Like I don't know what it was, but I thought I like had to be somebody, or I had to like be somebody for someone, but that someone was like myself. Like you don't have to be anybody for anybody. Like you just gotta do you, and that's like so authentic. Like be the most authentic version of yourself, and that's what like people like I literally like would not recognize myself a year and some months ago from now. Like I don't know, like I just like really changed as a person, and I think that was like looking back and kind of seeing like what that like child in me wanted, and like who I wanted to be when I was a younger kid. Like I don't know, like I think it's easy to forget sometimes that like you want to do like good in this world, regardless if that's like making $1 million or like curing cancer. You want to have like an impact where like people are like, oh yeah, like he did good. Like, I don't care if I'm famous or not. Like I just want to like, you know, like do good for this world.
And do you think that kind of sets you apart from some of the other rappers your age?
Some people just rap to rap because they want to rap, but I know everyone has their stories behind it. So like I think like humans are so similar yet so unique in their own way. Yeah. So I can only be like, oh yeah, like we do both make music and we definitely have like our own stories, but I can't say that like the reason you're making music is the reason why I'm making it, because I don't really have a reason as to why I'm making it, but I do at the same time, because like you want to give things meaning and give things reason. But I don't know, like I would say like a lot of people's outlook when they first start, like when I first started making music, I was like, oh yeah, like now I'm like this cool rapper because I got like this track and shit. But like bro, like now I'm like, that's so goofy and corny. Like why would you even like thinking that way? Like that's like like it's not for that. It's not for the image or for any of that. It's for you mainly. So once like I think that definitely separate like it the great will skim to the top and skim on the top and stay on the top because they know themselves the best, and they don't need anybody's other implications. They don't need anybody to tell them like who they are or what they need to be. But you also don't, you like, I'm always open for criticism for people who have like more literacy or more experience in a certain thing. That's why like if my boy Pascal tells me something that has to do with music, I am 1000% open to hearing what he has to say. Or if somebody who has like a different perspective on life than me, I want to hear their story because I'm trying to see what life is like, and I want to learn everything I can. Like that's like humans are like knowledge consuming machines. Like we just try to consume everything and like take in everything. I don't think I can separate myself from anybody, yet I can separate myself from everybody at the same time.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. And it kind of seems like you don't market yourself too much.
Dude, that's one thing that my brother, like my little brother, Morris May, he always says this. He's like, dude, like you could post like 10 TikToks a day with like the same song, or you could just like pay for a little marketing, have somebody do that for you. I'm like really big on the long game where like I'm not doing well, like it depends on like where you look at it from, because I guess you could say like, well, as an artist right now I could be doing the bare minimum, but I'm also like a full-time student trying to get a degree at the same time as like pushing out songs and like getting music videos and making connections and like I could make it any like, it's just life. That's just life in general, so I could make any excuse for it. But I think in the future, when I have more time for my like creative approach and like my creative goals, I think I definitely will heighten my marketing. My marketing and like promotion will be up. But like even in the summer, like I was talking to my boy Cam last night, and we were talking about like, because he used to record a lot of stuff for like local people around like the city, or like people that he's close with, that he's tapped in with. And he was like, dude, like I saw your text about like we're trying to record something, and I'm definitely down, but let's just do it like when it's warm outside, and like when it's like better vibes and more people outside and we have more free time on our hands. Like, excuse me, life gets in the way of things sometimes. You either figure out how to like let it not get in the way, or you don't let it bother you because you can't control it. Like I'm not letting things I can't control bother me. Like if I'm doing homework all day and studying all day and I can't, like I'm just like not trying to post that one song, well, I'm gonna try again tomorrow. I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. And I think that's what a lot of people do, is they try to do so much, and they just put everything into it, and then what happens when you burn out?
Exactly.
Well, you let yourself burn out. Some people just fucking drone and they just keep going, and I have respect for people like that. But also, like, you want to be like a social human being and be able to talk to people. I don't want to, like, if I do the same, like, I was watching this Jay Shetty podcast about how to like not stay in like the same mindset, or stay like broke, or stay like in a fixed position. And repetition is good, and like repetitiveness is good, but it depends how you like put power behind that. If you're like making songs every day and you're like happy and you're good and you're still doing everything else, and you're like finding a time to make a song every day, that's really good. That's what I was doing at one point, and I was like finding the time to be able to like implement making a song every day, and like that's good. But if you are like only doing one thing all day, I'm like, you're still like eating and you're still breathing and drinking water, because those are necessities to live.
Right.
But like, if you're only doing one thing all day and you don't have like a social life, and you don't have like does that craft excellence, or does that make a person who isn't ready to live in reality? Because I don't know, if you think about it, like you're doing the same thing every single day. That's your life. That's the lenses you live life through. The rat race. You know, exactly that. And that's what life, when you think about it, that's what life is. It's a fucking rat race. Everyone's just trying to get that fucking cheese, man. Yeah. And, you know, like, I love how humans give things complexity and give things reason and meaning. I think that, like, really matters.
No, it's fine. It's still recording.
Okay, word. Yeah, dude, it's like, dude, I don't know. I could talk like forever about
I feel like that just messed up our flow. Right?
Yeah, no, it's okay. No, don't worry, because don't even worry. We can talk about something new. Yeah. But like, yeah, it's like, it is really crazy. Like, you choose how you want to. Like, I could just make music all day, talk to nobody, try and make like some connects online, but like, you still gotta be. That's not being human. Like, you gotta really like live life. Like, one thing like I think everyone should go do is like go be somewhere where you're not like you're not comfortable at all. Like, don't be like, when you're young especially, and you have like you have 10 toes and 10 fingers and you're healthy and you can go like travel and see stuff, like just go live somewhere else, or go do something that's going to make you super uncomfortable and get you out of your comfort zone, because that's what like that critical thinking, and that like that's what builds humans. That's what like it makes us evolve. I think like music woke me up in a sense where like I think I would have found it with something else if I stuck to, like, say like hockey. Like, hockey was like because like, if I'm being honest, if I really did want to play hockey right now, I would find a way to be able to play hockey every single day. And if I was, like, at one point, me and my brother would wake up and just stick handle all morning, or we would go on, like, get the extra ice time, or we would, like, go to the free skate. And then at some point it felt more as a drag and like, oh, like, I have hockey. And then at one point, like, I was like, oh wait, no, like, this is super fun. Like, I love the sport. But I think if I were to say, like, I wanted to be an NHL player one day, I would be playing hockey every day of the week.
Totally.
I think it's very subjective also with what you do, because I think you don't have to make music every day to have, like, a hit. You can make there's one hit wonders everywhere. I think they're definitely, like, very talented with music and probably have, like, a really good understanding of music, but there's some people that, like, hop on Band Labs and make a meme song and it blows up and they can just, like, put that on TikTok and run ads on that.
See it
and,
on
like,
Reels,
dude, literally. And then, like, now that person is probably profitable from something they didn't even mean to do or something they were joking about.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, like,
that's kind of what happened with Skrilla.
Dude, Skrilla is like a trench baby Kensington zombie Santeria. Like, he's like he rapped, like, respect for Skrilla, first of all. Mad, I'm good that the camera is on. Yo, respect for Skrilla, first of all. But he's like, his rap is different in the point where, like, I feel like there's different levels to where, like, or not even different levels, it's like different columns almost, because, like, you can rap about drugs, sex, guns, and violence. You can rap about life and what your life is like and try and tell your story. Some people, then they tie together, because some people's life consists of drugs, sex, violence, alcohol, danger.
Yeah. So
they rap about their life, and then some people find that cool, so they live in, like, the suburbs, and then they want to have that type of life because that's what's, like, displayed to them on social media or TikTok or Instagram. So then they're rapping about that, but they don't live that life. And then there's, like, I don't know, there's, like, people who just, like, there's just so many different categories of music. It's like, when you talk, like, I'm in, like, a psychology class right now called visual aesthetics. Really cool class.
That sounds awesome.
Dude, I joined that class thinking it was going to be like, oh, I'm going to be, like, on Adobe After Effects, like, fucking around. No, dude, like, I'm learning about, like, Kantian ethics all over again, like, Dennis Dutton, and, like, how people, like, perceive aesthetics and how, like, art should be viewed in a certain way. Well, if somebody lives life through lenses and they have so many lenses on their life, like the allegory of the cave, for example, that's, like, a good way to put this. Like, it's like a constant, like, I grew up in Everett, Massachusetts for 3 years, which is, like, not the best area. And then I moved to Brookline, Massachusetts when I was, like, 3-4 years old, which is, like, one of the nicest suburbs in the East Coast. So it's like you're thrown in a world where you could be at the very, and this comes back with, like, polarization. You can be at the very poor side where you see life for what it is because you were told no and there was a lot of limitations in your life, or you could see life for what it is because you were very rich and you heard yes a lot. And I mean, that doesn't, neither of them are bad or good. It just is what it is. That's how you're born. You don't get to choose how you're born into this life. So I think I've, like, viewed from so many different perspectives, and I've gotten to see everything from, like, an unbiased, wide gaze, that it helps me make the music I make, because the music I make is just about, it's about me and what I see and how I see the world. But I try to also motivate through my music, through, like, very, like, subtle phrases or subtle, like, bars. Before, everything I made was, like, trying to be, like, drill rap, like, Atlanta drill rap, Philly drill, New York drill. And, like, that's just not who I am whatsoever.
That stuff was hot for a good minute, though.
Yeah, no, for real. But regardless if it was hot or not, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
So, like, I see, like, a reoccurring theme in New York, how, like, every young teen in New York, white, black, Hispanic, whatever, I will say predominantly black, and I can't say that. I'm half Haitian, half white. Everyone gravitates towards drill music. It's like very oversaturated in New York, where I think more people would like I know they like the music they make because it's like what they hear the most. And I think that's why at first I liked the music I was making, because like I heard a lot of drill and I heard a lot of this and I heard a lot of that. But it's different now that like I don't know, like my gaze, my perception has changed. Like I don't think I was even making that music for myself. I think I was making it because like I thought it sounded good.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's just like that's not why you should be making music.
Right. Yeah, I get that. Everett to Brookline is crazy.
Yeah, I know. No, my family is deeply rooted within community. Like my great grandfather was fresh off the boat from Ireland, and then we ended up in Boston, and my family started in Whiskey Point, Brookline, Massachusetts. So that was a poor area. It was like a lot of Irish people it's called Whiskey Point for a reason. It was a lot of like Irish immigrants. Thank you. I was blank. And we've been in Brookline since I'm the fourth generation to live there. So my grandfather went to the same high school as me, and my father went to the same high school as me, and my child hopefully will go to the same high school as I did.
That's pretty
I'm
cool.
trying to build something, you know. My family is built. They already have built something, so I'm trying to continue it. I feel like it's legacy almost.
Yeah.
And my mom was born and raised in Haiti, outside of Port-au-Prince. She lived in a very nice home. She was definitely well off. She went to private school. She knows French and Creole. And like that's like a very like if you live on the countryside of Haiti, usually you only know Creole. So she was an educated Haitian woman, and then when she was 16, she came to Dorchester, Massachusetts, and then from Dorchester went to Arlington, and it's very interesting being mixed, but it's also very interesting being your mom being from a third world country and your father growing up in like one of the most privileged places in the United States of America. So it's easy for me to like pick through BS. Like I can like see shit for what it is like right away. People, I know you're from the Cape.
I'm from Boxford.
Boxford, okay.
Boxford, and we have a house in Hyannis.
Oh, bus. I love the Cape so much. I go there every summer. Like people in Boston are snarky. Like they are super smart. They don't really give a shit for what you have to say, but the community is like very there. Like the camaraderie is like, if you walk down the street in New York, like and someone's like getting beat up, like most of the time, like 9 times out of 10, maybe even 10 times out of 10, they're just gonna keep walking by. But like in Boston, like something's happening, like everyone's like, what's going on? Like what? Like everyone's super involved. And with music, I think the scenes like also play up because in Boston, I know like we all have been going to the same venue. Everyone in Boston goes to the Middle East. That's where a lot of us met each other. We've been seeing. I met Rich Amiri for the first time at the Middle East when he was like so young, and he was still gassed that people were like coming up to him, taking pictures with him, and then he performed, walked in, and everybody knew that one song. I could tell you like there were probably like 20 openers where Autumn was the headline, and everyone Autumn in like 2020 2021 it was like super popping, and nobody knew a lot of the openers. Fendi was there. Fendi's a really big Boston name now. If you go on TikTok and people are like, oh, like what are like Boston, like who in Boston makes music, it's usually Montana 99, OMG it's Fendi, and then I Love You Rosu. I Love You Rosu is my boy Hunter. I went to high school with him. He's like popping right now too. He's getting his flowers. But Fendi like started this thing called the Backlot, and that's like really drawing out like the talent from Boston. And it's like there was a very heavy drill scene in Boston too, but I think people are like starting to walk away from that and kind of hit more of like the pipeline of like the underground to mainstream. Because like honestly it's making more sense, and like that's what the people are wanting. Like I feel like we're shying more and more away from that drill scene.
You think that's a good thing?
Yeah, I think it's gonna. I mean, like
it's not really our thing.
What so. I know, but I think it's whatever keeps people off the. Bro, but that's the thing too is like if you like. Before I like was so heavy into drill, and I still listen to like drill music because like it gets you like that, like it's fire.
Gets you
like,
pumped,
yeah, exactly. I think it's gonna keep like the more and more we gravitate away from it, it'll like keep kids off the street. I know kids who have literally like dropped out of high school. I know people that have like changed their whole lives because they've built around like this life of like, I want to do this and live this life and be this way, like like gangster rap.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, live the life you want to live.
I get what you're saying.
Like, you got it, but like there's usually a certain finite amount of outcomes that happen when you like live that type of life. Like, I don't want to look over my shoulder every second. Sure. I don't want to have to worry about like, and if I have no enemies in this world. And people, if someone sees me and they think I'm their enemy, well, that's on them. They had to create something up and some narrative up in their brain for me to get the way. Because I deadass, dude, I'm bro. You can believe it or not, but I have not an ounce of hatred in my body, man. Like, I just want to live my life and do me, and like I think that's what most people in this world are trying to do. They just want to live their own life and just like, you know, like, bro, Young
pretty
Lean,
cordial.
Yeah, Young Lean, he said it like really good. He was on a train getting interviewed. He had a Metro card in his hand, and he said, "People need to start romanticizing life again." And I did an opening project to my sophomore English class, Miss Nardi's class, to I analyzed and broke down a Young Lean song. It was Kyoto by Young Lean. Because music that just speaks to the person. Like, some songs speak to people, literally. Yeah. And I think Young Lean's story is beautiful and really interesting, and like how that played out. But he said romanticize life again. Like, it's cool to have a girlfriend and like want to have kids and have a happy life, and it's cool to like do wood carvings and have like extracurricular, like, you don't have to just do the things you're told to do. That's what I was like talking about earlier. Like you can live life bare minimum, or you can do like me making music is like stepping outside of my comfort zone and doing something that like no one's telling me to do, or like doing something like I know like I had to buy equipment to do it. I had to like sit down and get good at it, and it didn't come easily. Dude, making a podcast, like it's literally just like there are people who wake up and figure out how to get like the quickest dopamine release out of the day. And I think you're cheating yourself, because then you're just gonna be a dopamine junkie no matter what you do.
I saw a reel the other day. I'll probably cut this out, but it's funny you say that. I saw a reel last night, and it was like me posting a dick pic on my story and then deleting it so I can get that dopamine rush.
It's like adrenaline right away, bro. What the fuck? Dude, your phone dies, so you gotta it's like a fucking time crunch, bro. You're literally like,
Do you know Comethazine?
Yeah, of course.
Back in the day. He's now like a jazz artist.
Oh yeah, he's playing. I saw him playing. Was it saxophone or trumpet?
Saxophone or
something. My god, he's so good at it too.
And then like Andre 3000 as well. He did like some flute project or whatever. Dude. So, do you want to stay in your current genre, or do you want to sort of like advance?
I mean, I've been like, the one thing I'm working on is not thinking about the future too much, but I know as someone who's constantly evolving that I definitely won't stay in the type of music I'm making right now. I love to sing, and I'm like nowhere close to like the singing aspect like of like right now. I'm like underground young teen rapper who making like connects and like a social network through like the music scene. And like at one point I want to be on stage playing guitar, singing into a microphone, or, you know, like at least be able to play a song. Like I saw there's Nate Sibb. I don't know if you guys know Two Hollis. You know Two Hollis? Yeah. He's like he's blowing up right now. He's popping. Nate Sibb was like he was doing like an acapella piano like freestyle, and it was so beautiful. And he makes like electric EDM type of like vocal, like very like people relate him to like Justin Bieber of like today. That's what people say he is. And when he started singing and like over the pit, his voice was just like the harmonics. It was so beautiful. That to me is like everyone's like, no one's talking, no one's singing anything. Everyone's just listening. That's the point of music. That's where eventually I would definitely like to be somewhere like that, where like I can go up on stage and start playing guitar and hooting and hollering, and people are gonna like it no matter what, because it sounds good, you know. Because at the end of the day, like objectively speaking, if you aren't like super into music, you probably just like music because it sounds good.
Yeah.
So like you always have to account for like every person. You can't just like, I don't know.
It's impossible to do that too. Like honestly.
Yeah, because like dead ass
really
like
hard.
you
Too many
can't
demographics.
you can't please everybody.
Yeah,
And if you try to please everybody,
unfortunately
you'll go crazy. It's hard. But I do think I definitely like want to be at different positions in music, and I think the older I get, the more and more professional I become. I feel like there's also a sense of like professionality with music.
Right.
Like there's sadly, I mean, I wish like certain music could be more professional and recognized as more professional, but like even like songs that have like derogatory lyrics in it, like that's seen as not as professional, or like not something you want to play around like your grandma or your kids. I feel like the younger I am, like it's okay to make music that's like explicit and derogatory, but like when I'm older, I probably am not gonna want to hear all of that. Like I'm want to like, the older and older I get, the more at peace I'm trying to be, because everyone's just at a war with themselves. Like you're just trying to figure out like who are you and how to become the best version of that. So yeah, I think before I was just like pinning myself in this corner because I was saying, oh yeah, I'm wicked. Like I'm wicked. I'm doing all this crazy shit that I would never do. Like I was doing stuff that like Lord have mercy on my soul. Like that I was just doing like a bunch of stuff that like wasn't smart, and I was smoking a lot, and I was doing just a bunch of stuff that I don't know. Like I can't even like I said, like I don't even recognize myself from like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, man. Like,
I mean, do you think rap like heavily influences on some of the things that people our age do?
Oh yeah, for sure. I know kids that were popping pills and doing drugs because they saw the rappers doing it, and it's like,
yeah,
are you doing it because you want to do it, or are you doing it because you want to be like them? You shouldn't want to be like anybody but yourself. And I think I forgot that. That's like something so like that. It was pivotal. Like that really changed the way I thought. Was that I stopped worrying about everything and started worrying about myself. I used to be so selfless, and I still definitely am in a way where like I be holding the door for everybody, no matter what. And if like someone needs help with something, carrying something, I'll go and help them. Or like an old lady needs to get help, like I'll do it. But I would never like do anything for myself ever.
And I feel like I put people before me as well.
You know, and like I think I had to remember that like, dude, like you're also a human who needs like be taken care of sometimes, and like you need like, you know, so like that definitely helped too.
Totally.
At one point I want to be able to like show people like, this is what I do with music, and like you're able to do it too.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever heard of the rule of 100?
Remind me. I feel like
the rule of 100. I'm gonna get the statistics wrong, but it's like if you practice something for 10 to 15 minutes a day, you know, every day of the year, you'll automatically become better at that,
right,
than like 90-something% of the population.
Dude,
I think that's pretty crazy.
That is so crazy. And it's like,
So
bro, it's 1000% true.
Yeah.
Like that's where like repetition, because like this all falls back in that one thing I was saying about repetition when I saw on this podcast. If you're repetitive enough and you're doing something good enough, it will positively impact you. If you're thinking in like a negative way and you keep thinking and thinking and thinking, or if you're just like not like thinking differently, nothing is gonna change, or it's gonna get worse too. So I think like definitely like doing like even like doing like hopping on a podcast, or just like putting yourself outside of your comfort zone. I could have been in my dorm just chilling, doing nothing, jack squat, but like
I'd be scrolling reels right now.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Doom scrolling, but nah, bro. Like, just go do something that's gonna like you know, like make you like think a little more, like critically think. Like
Totally.
That's what college is really about too. Is just like making you like more of a thinker. And like I see like men, especially in today's society, like when I think of my dad, I think of him as like the biggest like problem solver. Like that dude's a tool belt. He can build a house. He has his contractor's license. He can sell anybody anything.
Yeah.
Like he's a very like personal person, so he can like talk to anybody too. I'm trying to like acquire the traits to be like that, where like if you have a problem, I want to be able to solve it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's that is like something humans are really good at, is like solving problems. And like the future, that's what we're gonna be like building the future off of, is like
totally
taking away. Like I think though, like AI though is doing too much of the problem solving for us. I think it's definitely helped. Like, dude, I literally was able to, like, aside from music, like, try and start a whole other, like, niche of a business, like, trying to, like, run, like, paid ads. And I would not be doing any of it if it wasn't for AI and the help of AI doing all the heavy lifting. So I think an AI can listen to your tracks right now and analyze your tracks and mix your tracks for you.
Yes, that's unbelievable.
So
I could have it clip up some, clips for this if I wanted to.
Oh, for like what? For like the mixing the track?
You can choose which parts of the podcast are gonna do good, and it will like make a clip.
Dude, yeah, like literally auto cut. Like on TikTok, I've been LARPing so much. Like I'm live action role playing till I die, because like that's the manifestation part. But I like me and my boy. Like I literally started doing it with Pascal. And now I just run the account. But you just like favorite a bunch of videos. You click on like 20 of them, 10 of them, 5 of them, whatever, and you press auto cut, and it does a song and an edit for you. Or you just press next, and it'll chop them up nice. You can fix it if you want, and it'll put a song that fits. Like they're making social media easy for you. And that's the thing that was the easiest, was being able to get that quick dopamine release by scrolling. But hey, man,
it's unbelievable stuff.
Yeah.
It's out of our heads. Man.
I'm excited for the future. Like it's very exciting, all the things that are happening, but it's crazy how quick things change.
You can minor in it at this school. Like you can get a minor in AI.
When did that start?
I don't know. I was looking through all the minors the other day, and I saw it on there.
That's so crazy.
AI.
That's so crazy.
I know. I would advise anybody to go do that. I feel like.
Dude, they probably
I want to take like a class or something.
I know. It's also so new to the point where like I feel like you're probably gonna make money in it. Like you probably will. It's printing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Dude, that's like one thing. Like that's crazy to me, is like how music can like Cardi can release a song without even having to speak into a mic, because AI can literally just copy his voice. You know what I'm saying? So
it's unreal.
Yeah, times have changed for sure.
One artist I really like is Jaden Smith, and I feel like a lot of stuff you talk about.
Dude, the political and economic state of the world right now, man. Like, it's kind of come on, dude. Right dude, the amount of Jaden Smith comparisons I've gotten is actually insane. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's too crazy. Nah, Jaden Smith. That one, I just re-downloaded Spotify because I use Apple Music and then SoundCloud Artist Pro, and that it unlocks everything for me. I never even listened to an ad in my life, but Spotify is what I grew up listening to all my music on. So like all my old bangers, and I was like, dude, "Summertime in Paris" by Jaden Smith, such a throwback song. Yeah,
that's a good song, man.
I also like Willow a lot too. Her voice is really good. Yeah. But yeah, Jaden Smith, man, that's someone who I like. He's so lucky because his father was in it, so he instantly got put in it. But like, actor, singer, smart, knowledgeable kid. Like, yeah, he had a little. He's trollable for sure, aren't we all? But like, yeah, it's like that's like someone who's like he's doing it, man. He's cool. He's a cool kid. He's definitely testing the I don't know why all these people in like LA and the industry are like this dude wore a house to the red carpet.
Yeah, dude.
What was it? I don't know what event it was, but bro, like, yeah, I know you can put that shit on. Yes, I know you can drip out. You have the bread for it too. Like, you don't gotta prove that to anybody. Literally, someone was like, "What the fuck are you wearing, Jaden?" He was like, "You look retarded, Jaden." You cut this out. He was like, "You look retarded, Jaden." He was like, "Thanks, bro." Like, you're wearing a house on your head, gang. Like, I don't know, but yeah, like, dude, yeah, Jaden Smith, I condemn him. He's trying to do it all. Yeah. He has like a fine shit girlfriend. He's like ripped too.
I saw that about him.
Yeah, man, he's doing it.
About the fashion, I saw you in like a reel for Exotic.
Oh yeah, it's my boy.
Yeah, what is that about?
So Exotic Lifestyle is a brand that my boy Brad is running. Brad is from Houston. I'm not sure when he started it. I think he's had it going for a little bit now. But he's had some crazy people dripping it, had some crazy people wearing it. We went to some thing the night for Fashion Week. It was like a showcasing, and they like put some of their stuff up on a rack, and we like hung out there for a little bit. And then a couple days after, he's like, "Can you model for my brand?" And I was like, "Yeah, 100%." And I think that's like one thing. Like as an artist, you continue to put yourself out there. Like, yeah, I'm gonna come on the podcast. Yeah, I'm gonna go model for your brand, because like. That's what you do. Like that's what you do. If I can uplift somebody else, I don't know if you heard like or seen like Money Habits around New York. My boy Jay, he runs that brand.
Right.
As soon as his drop came out, I bought that, dude. Like, that's fire, dude. New drop. I don't have any of the clothing items. Let me buy it, dude. I want to support you. You want me to, dude? Yeah. If I can help you get your brand out there, I remember my boy Gooseby, also big artist Boston name. He's on the come up. I love how I point out the camera. I keep doing that, dude. But natural. He hit me up and he was like, dude, like, this is fire. I'm about to hit bro up. And he hit him up and like now they're collaborating, working together, and that already like the network just increases, and like that's another branch. But yeah, he has some really cool stuff out there. Exotic lifestyle. He also has like his team is like, he has depth in his team. Like he's established, and I think he's gonna continue to like just go up.
I had some friends doing some crazy things too. I have there's this kid that I knew in high school, but he started a like water bottle tech company that he's selling to athletes, and it tracks like hydration and stuff on this app. It's like pretty insane. Yeah, he started that, and then one of my other friends just made a shoe that is made for people who have tore their ACL. Athletes have done that. Yo, and he's trying to like JT. Change. Yeah, he did it because of JT in Boston. So fire. Exactly.
Dude, you went to Boxford High School?
I went to Masconomet Regional.
Where is that?
Masconomet. It's a public school.
Okay, we're in.
Boxford doesn't have a public school because our town's very small.
Okay. And
the surrounding towns are very small, so it's Boxford, Middleton, and Topsfield.
Okay, we're in.
And we all have one public school that we share.
Dude, Topsfield is throwback, man. I love the Topsfield Fair. That's some real towny shit.
We all get tickets to the fair for free.
You do?
Yeah, because we go to Masco.
Dude, that's lit.
Yeah.
I went to a public high school, but.
And speaking of legacy, my dad went to Masco as well.
See, bro, that's what I love about. I feel like that's like a reoccurring theme in Boston, where like I don't know, like there's a lot of immigrants in New York, where I feel like people are constantly moving in and out of New York. And I know Boston is kind of like that too, but there's also like a lot of legacy where like like your father and your grandfather could have gone to the same high school as you. Like it's cool, bro. I went to I think public school too, definitely. Like I went to a public school in a town full of like there's probably like 3 private schools, and there's Dexter, Southfield.
I got friends at Dexter.
I got friends at Dexter. I went to camp there for hockey when I was younger.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no.
Were you like crazy at hockey?
I wasn't. I was.
Brookline's probably good.
Brookline was pretty good. They went to the team. When my dad graduated, they were at the Garden. He personally didn't play in that game. He should have played in that game.
Were they like state final? Or?
Yeah, they made finals, but we made playoffs. I want to say 2020, 2021, like 2022. We maybe made playoffs my senior season, maybe, but I was all and hockey in Massachusetts is so competitive. There's 3 kids on the USA Olympic team, so hockey is a very competitive sport in Boston. I was all right. Like I wasn't anything crazy. I was like 3rd liner my senior year on varsity, but I would get out there every game and play every game. My junior year, I wouldn't see the ice as much, but like my coach would send me out there to go like hit some. I would lay a body more than like most kids, but like there was also like the goal scorers on the team too. So like I don't know. I was definitely. I think I could say I'm better than the average hockey player, but I'm like a little above average, like tiny, just because of where I'm from and how how popular hockey is in Massachusetts. I think that can separate me from the average hockey player, but I'm all right. I'm pretty mediocre.
Our team was pretty crazy in high school.
Dude, North Shore teams are any northern teams are insane.
Well, I feel like hockey usually isn't our thing. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I feel like soccer is our main sport at Masco, and then hockey was very good though. We had I think they made it to the semifinal. We upset the 3 seed to move on to the semis. Dude, that's eventually lost, unfortunately, but it was crazy.
We never had we won states for soccer my sophomore year.
You guys are Division 1, right?
Yeah.
We're D2.
D2, yeah. It's all size based, so. Yeah. But yeah, our school is pretty big. We have like Conan O'Brien graduated from our high school. Like we have so many randoms that went to our school, and I feel like Boston is like random in that way, where like there's really smart people that you won't even realize are from there that are doing crazy stuff. But, like, their names aren't crazy big. And then there's like also some like big name people that are doing some crazy stuff that are from there. Like, I remember going to Lars Anderson at night to go play hockey, and like just like seeing Tom Brady like with his kids, like watching his kid play hockey. I'm like, oh, like that's super. Like wow, like that's crazy. So like, I think throughout all of this, like my whole journey, like through life and everything, I think like where you grow up definitely has an impact on like the way you perceive.
Yeah.
I think that anybody can say that, but like I don't know, having like a not only being mixed, because you can be like a light skinned mixed kid who lives in like the suburbs of Wellesley, or you can be like a light skinned mixed kid who lives in like Dorchester, like off of Geneva Ave, and it's two very different lives. Yeah. Well, it's weird because my father is like somebody who like came from privilege. He still had to work really hard for everything he got, but he definitely came from privilege. And then my mom is just from a whole different country that's like third world. So it's like
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think it definitely like has given me like a more unique view on life and on the world. And also like Haitian people are known to be like very tapped in music wise and like spiritually, and like their spirit is always very heightened and high. So I think I get that from my mom.
Are your parents friends? Do they do crazy stuff too, like in terms of stuff they're doing for a living? I feel like everybody in Boxford's doing just absurd things.
Dude, like one of my dads, like my dad used to work with him too. There's a company called Save That Stuff, and it's like I don't know if you've ever seen like recycling like trash trucks driving around. My dad like grew up with this kid Eric Levy who owns that company. He just sold it for like $40 million.
Yeah,
maybe even more.
That's bananas.
So like, it's just it's crazy. Like my dad's cousin is a producer for Warner Brothers and lives out in California.
Yeah, like that stuff's like absurd.
And it's just like the time that they grew up in too. Especially like my dad has 68 first cousins, which is like very rare. Jesus, like first cousins, not second cousins. Like his father had 7 siblings, including himself, so that's 8 kids, and each of them had like 5 to 8 children, and then his mom had like 7 children, or like 6 children, and each of them had like 5 to 8 children.
Yeah.
So it's like there was like a thing called like the May compound down in Marshfield, and like they would rent out this whole little compound of houses, and it would be everybody on that compound is related. Wow. And like if you are a little more well off, you'll go have a compound in like Nantucket, but they didn't own it. My family does own some property in Cape Cod, and we have a couple beach houses, and like our very close family friends that we call our cousins have a house in Martha's Vineyard. But like that's like my family that's from Haiti, like my mom's side, they have a nice apartment in Everett. And then my grandparents live in Charlestown in a retirement home. My other grandparents are like retired in like a skyrise building on Beacon Street that overlooks all of Boston.
That's like, pretty cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like my whole life is like seeing 2 different worlds all the time.
Totally.
Yeah.
And do you think that puts some sort of pressure on you to succeed?
1000%. I feel like my whole entire life, it's like imperative. My father has like because he has like reiterated that he's made so many mistakes that he wish he's a man who has no regrets, and I'm the same way, where like it happened. I can't do anything about it. Yeah. Like if I could change it, I would, but I can't. But he has given me the leisure of like being able to like live. His second chance is like through me, almost. Like he can see me do well and do the things that he didn't get to do. And I think like in a sense, like that's like I want him to see me do good, but not just for him and me, just for like the whole, like the entirety of it. Like it almost makes it come full circle. Like I'm named after my dad's name is Tommy May. Or my grandfather's name is Tommy May.
Wow. So
I'm technically the 3rd Tommy May, but I'm named after my grandfather. His name is Thomas James May. I'm Thomas James May the 2nd. My dad's name is Thomas More May, like you know how like Thomas More Church. So
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so I'm the 3rd Tommy, but I'm Thomas James May the 2nd. And ever since I was a kid, when I was in second grade, my grandfather gave me his Marine Corps officer sword, his captain sword. You get it when you become a captain, and it has his name engraved on it. And when they were moving out of their home, they lived in a very beautiful, like on Rawson Road. They lived in a very nice home. I almost, like, as soon as I got that sword, I was like, I have to, like, make the impact this man made.
Yeah.
This dude just, like, knighted me, basically. I don't know. I gotta, like, live up to what he lived up to, and maybe that's not.
Is that like pressure you're putting on yourself?
Yeah, it's not like no one's like telling me to do anything.
He's not like
no one's telling me
like
literally no. Like if I didn't want to go to school anymore and wanted to start going to college, that's fine with that. But like I have to go figure it out for myself. Like if I told my parents today, yeah, I'm done with school, they'd be like, okay, good for you. You have all this. You took out some money, so you have to pay that back.
Yeah.
And you got to have a job so you can live somewhere, because they probably give me a roof under my. They could probably give me like 5-6 months and then be like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, my sister went to Quinnipiac for a year, and she did not like it. And her boyfriend ended up leaving. Her boyfriend played Division I soccer. Like, Quinnipiac's D1, right?
It is
yeah.
D1, yeah.
He played Division I soccer at Quinnipiac. He was like a star player. He was a good player on the team, but they didn't like it, so they figured it out for themselves, and now they're working and doing community, and like my parents are totally okay with that. It's no pressure at all, but I feel like I put the pressure on myself for the standards I want, and for the standards I have. I think I don't have to do. I want to have the impact he had, but I don't have to do the crazy things he did. For the longest time, I wanted to be in the Marines. I still kind of do. I want to go to the Marine Corps because like, that's just like cool, exactly. It's just like it's like kick ass. Like no way. Like you were a Marine. Like that's like it's hard too. It's not easy. Everyone in my family's military, so like I think it's something I know I can do. My cousin just left UMass to go to the Navy.
Yeah.
So I just think like I can do good and live a good life and still not have to do the things he did, and I'll still be a good man. So like that's all I'm trying to get out of this life is like being a good stand-up man like my grandfather was. Whether that's like, you know, like solving crazy cases and like doing things for people and like getting crazy recognition, becoming like an officer, a Marine Corps officer.
Yeah. Or
it could be like rocking out on stage, like promoting something that's good that people are listening to, that makes them feel good or inspires people to make music. Like that's honestly what it is like inspiring people to like change what they're doing, because I feel like that's what got me to do all this stuff and start doing like get me out of my comfort zone, because I was inspired to. I don't know if that was my grandfather who inspired me, my father, my friends, or who, but I'm inspired. So that like in itself, like definitely like I'm putting the pressure on myself. There's no one else putting the pressure on but me. I feel like before, during high school, there definitely was pressure on me, because like I feel like you should. I think everybody should try and finish high school. I think that's just something that's like I don't really know. Like, especially if you're given the opportunity to. Like you know how people would kill to be in your position, right? You're going to school for free, getting a free education. Finish high school. But yeah, the pressure was definitely up there. Now it's kind of like I'm becoming more of a grown man, and I'm a young adult, and I'm finding my life and how life works and navigating through it. Like, there's not a lot of pressure on, but you also don't want to be complacent and comfortable, so you got to give yourself pressure.
I feel like we have a lot more in common than I even knew, because
Dude.
I feel like I put myself in the same exact situation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy because, like, I've seen you so many times before. I definitely, like, know who you are because I'm boys with Ryan and Matt.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then when I heard you're like, oh, yeah, you're doing a podcast, you're doing this, I'm like, oh, wait, what, dude? And, like, everyone has certain, like, narratives or like things people are like they're this way until you like have a conversation with them. All it takes is like an icebreaker, like, and then like you realize like, wait, I have way more in common with this person than I thought. Dude, we're all human at the end of the day. Like we dead ass, like everybody has so much in common. They don't even you can even if you hate somebody, you could find so much more in common than you can if you were talking to like a gorilla or like a tiger, because like they're human, and that's like.
No, have you seen the new movie F1
with Brad Pitt and yeah. I've seen like clips of it, but I haven't seen like the full movie.
I feel like they have a great story. The two drivers.
It's the guy who plays. Why am I blanking on his name? It's Franklin Saint.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He plays the guy in a Snowfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're both like non-common at all, and then once they realize they have a lot more in common, they're a great team.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Dude, no, literally, bro. I think that's how like good things start. Is like when like at first like you don't realize it, and then like some like weird like dude like Ryan one night was just like, you want to be on a podcast, and that was like the force that came in. Like he like Ryan was like the change, but like dude now it's like,
well, he's my guy. He's like
and you guys live together too,
the P&I guy.
But now like this also sets up so much more, because like we don't know what's gonna happen after this podcast. And now we can work together on so much more stuff.
Exactly.
Like I walked in here and see like you're using a Focusrite
to
record this. I'm like, dude, like, instantly I'm like, dude, I have one of those in my room. Like what? So it's like
exactly.
Yeah, it's fire. You instantly connect more when you're just like talking to people and get to know them.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I just really have one more question.
Yeah.
What do your parents think about the whole rap thing?
So I feel like any parents would. It's like when like news like that hits something where it's like, at first I kind of just saw it as like, oh, okay, like he doesn't really know what he wants to do yet. Like he's just saying this, like we'll see if it stays or if it doesn't. And I continued talking about it, continued making it, continued doing it. And then it got to the point where my parents were like this kid has hockey. So like during the winter. So the winter, my time is like fully occupied. Like this was during high school. And then during the summer, when I started going to the teen center, they'd be like, where is this kid until like 8 o'clock at night? Like, why is he not home? Like, he has to be doing homework and like ready for school. And they call me and I'd be like, yeah, I'm like basically finishing my homework and like I'm recording this last song. So then they kind of saw how serious I started becoming about it. And then it was to a point where I was telling my dad, I was like, no, dude, like I need to put like all my focus into music. Like all I want to do is music, like music. And he was like, dude, like, you gotta put music, you gotta prioritize, you gotta make sure. And then we had the whole conversation how like that's the priority for me, like is like getting past that threshold so I can like make music my job. I want it to be my job and I have to act like it's a job. And then like I don't know, like we just kept having more and more conversations because we really want to understand each other. And now we're at like an understanding where like if I make a new song, I send it to my parents so they listen to it and they love my music.
Really?
They're so great. Not for real. Like they like. Well, I remember being in a limo for my cousin's birthday because my aunt is so over and extra, like on my black side. She's like so over the top extra with everything. I love her so much. But she got a limo for my little cousin's birthday, and the speakers were so loud. They were like, Tommy, show us one of your songs. I'm like, with my whole family in the car, like showing them like shit with like swears and everything. And I'm like, oh, geez. But they all loved it so much. Like, how are you like, doing this? Because you also have to realize, like, technology for like the fact like I'm telling them I can do this on my laptop or like on my PC, they're like, what? Like, how? You're not in a studio.
It's like a new world.
This? Yeah, exactly. So like for a while it was just like my high school life and living was a very like a clash. My parents have like us just butting heads all the time. And then like I don't know what it was, as soon as like that senior summer hit, it was just like it was so different. And like like they finally came to understanding that like I personally also came to a different understanding where it's like I definitely treat music like it's a job, but I don't. There's like you have to like prioritize a lot of certain things in life, like making sure you wake up and eat and like shower and drink water and like you're healthy and stuff.
Totally.
And I see it as like I have certain memory cards like loaded in right now, so like that's what I'm focused on, and it's like it's not gone or away, just like it's not plugged in right now.
It's just in the back.
It's in the back, like it's still sitting there with like all of the things and all the memory, like I've done all of that and worked for all of that, but there's times where it's like all gas and go, and there's times where it's like I take a step back, I evaluate what I just did or what I just put out there, and then I like start growing with the project and like making videos and doing more content and trying to market a little bit. But I would even say like this is still also rudimentary for me. Like I'm in the very beginning of all of this. That's why it's all still so exciting too, because like there's just more of this stuff to come. more podcasts, more interviews, more music to be made. And
this
it's
is
like,
the start, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I call it Plymouth Rock.
Yeah, exactly. Plymouth Rock ain't, bro. Come on, bro. Everyone knows the saying.
Yeah. This is it, man.
Like, and it's crazy that we're from Mass too.
Exactly.
Like,
That's why it's the
like
good
a
analogy
cherry
for
on
me,
top too. Yeah. Yeah, no, bro. Like Plymouth Rock, like, and when I think about that too, I think about like Malcolm X and all that stuff, and like big figures and like people who like really changed the game. It would be great. Not saying I want to be anything like Malcolm X. I definitely think he had some really good traits, but I want to be like a figure where
like an icon.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to be like worshipped or looked up to like that or anyway, but I want people to be like, oh yeah, like that's Tommy May. Like he did that and he made that song. Like that's fire.
Like Mark Troll and Tommy May went to school at the same time.
Dude, you know how crazy that's like, dude.
People are gonna be talking about that.
Because at one, bro, like, dude, like the person who created vitamin water went to our school.
Yeah.
And you have like J. Cole pulled up like last week? Like that shit was so crazy. Like what people also don't realize is that like at some point like J. Cole's not gonna pull back up here because he's too old. Yeah. And it's gonna be a new person who is making music at school. And there's gonna be a new person that's gonna come and talk in classes saying like, I started here in my academic journey, and now I have like this crazy company, and I have a podcast that I'm running that like I have all these crazy people talking on, and it all starts somewhere.
Yeah.
And like, if you know it's gonna happen at some point, you don't even care about like, yeah, like you want to anticipate it, like, oh yeah, like when is it, like when am I gonna be like, like it's in the back of my mind, like all I want to do is be in that spot where like, well, like you already did step one because you're doing it and you're like making the music, so now it's just a matter of time, and don't worry about time because you can't control it. It's just gonna keep going. So, dude, exactly, like at some point they're gonna be like, dude, Mark Troll and Tommy May went to fucking St. John's. That's so crazy. And it's like, I hate being arrogant, I hate boasting, but
me too, man.
Because I mean, leading with humility is just like, I feel like that karmically that makes me feel better. Like I just like, I want to like lead a good life and not like, who cares what I did throughout it unless it really did something for the better, you know? I feel like everyone has so much stuff they're worrying about and so much stuff going on about their life. You at one point, like everything in the world matters, and then it's just like very narrow. Like you have a wife, kids, family. You want to worry about your parents and making sure your parents are taken care of and okay when they retire. And then like, yeah, you have friends, but it's not like you talk to your friends every day or hang out with them every day. Like you talk to your wife and kids every day, and like totally. That's what life is about, man. Like to have a family, like create. That's
inspiration.
Exactly. I feel like life is all about like creating, like creation, evolution, and like learning and becoming like a higher state of consciousness. Like
totally.
Yeah, man. Dude, the day that we look back and we're on this campus and we're like, oh my God, like it's like weird to be back here. Like that's the day I'll give myself the pat on the back. Yeah. Like for now, it's just like,
I wonder what it'll look like.
Dude, I know. It's going to have, like, there'll be, like, a flying, like there's going to be, like, a St. John's blimp going across. We're going to have, like, new skyscrapers and stuff.
Hopefully more dorms.
Dude, hopefully more dorms, more people, more fine shits. But, yeah, bro, it's, like, honestly, like, it's crazy how, like, I don't think if I didn't make music, I wouldn't even be sitting here right now talking to you.
Yeah.
Like, if you weren't on a podcast, I obviously wouldn't be. It's like that's the things that like get people to start like talking and get people thinking and
it's
like
more life.
Exactly, bro. It's just more life, bro. That's a perfect way to put it. And that's what life is living.
Yeah.
And once you realize that, it's gonna be so much more simple to live.
And what do you actually study here?
Dude, I'm communications advertising, but like,
is that like a bit? Is that like in the business?
Yeah, I mean, like it's like I'll get an arts degree from it.
Mm-hmm.
A bachelor's in art, I'm pretty sure. But if I'm not, I mean, like I'm the goal is to be self-employed or to be making music for a living. But no matter what, I want something to fall back on. And I think education is so important. Getting a degree is so important. And everything that like I'm in a TV and film class right now. I'm doing everything that has to do with like what I'm what I'm gonna do one day. Like I want to be in that movie and act. I want to sing that song. I want to write the script for that. I want to like see how this angle in this shot is gonna look. Oh, I want to be able to communicate and sell something to somebody. Oh, I want to be able to run ads for this person too. Like why not be a jack of all trades? Everyone tells you have to like stick to one thing and get good at it. Why not try and be good at multiple things, you know?
I feel like that's sort of what I'm doing.
Dude, literally, bro. Like,
I feel like
you're in a frat. You're running this. You're also like, what's your major? What is your major?
Sport management.
Sport management.
I'm working athletics.
Dude, that exactly. Like, that's so big. I feel like that's I know so many kids from Massachusetts that are like that, who are just like they like see like 5 things and they like take every single one, bro. Like, I don't know, don't let things limit you. If you can do it and you're capable, like, you're young, at some point you won't be able to do it. Exactly. So like, do it while you can, you know?
I mean, while I can, I'm surely gonna be doing as much as I can, I think.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, no, this is like, I think I'm just like beyond grateful. That's where it all roots from too, is like, if I can accept that, like, I'm lucky to have all of this, and like, I don't know, like, that's all that, like,
I feel like a part of it is from being adopted. You know, I'm adopted, right?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm adopted,
right.
And so I feel like a part of what I like do, and it's kind of just because I feel like I owe it.
Dude, like, one of my really good, I haven't talked to him a little bit. My friend Michael Cleary, he's also adopted, and I grew up with this kid. We went to Sunday school together. We just did like so much shit together. He's from Guatemala.
Dude, same.
He's Guatemalan.
That's absurd.
He lives in Mexico now. I went to high school with him. He left sophomore year, and like, handsome kid. He had something also really, really terrible and hard happen to him.
Damn.
And like, and now when I see him, I know we text every once in a while. My mom says he still like likes her story and stuff. And it's like so good to hear.
Yeah.
And it's just like, life threw everything at this kid, and he still finds a reason to wake up every day and smile.
Yeah.
And like, knowing that, dude, like, yeah, you're loved. Like, keep going, bro. Like, you're gonna get whatever you want in life.
Yeah.
Like, just keep going. It's just fire.
Well, thank you, man, for coming on.
Dude, of course, it was my pleasure.
Great,
dude, when it's season 2, I might have to pop back out.
Honestly.
Really,